the 10th Street property is finally wrapped up, and it was a pretty quick one compared to my other properties. It was a 3 month turnaround, and it's in a bad neighborhood. It used to be a meth spot, crack spot, fentanyl spot. I mean, you name it. It was in. It wasn't in horrible shape. It was just disgusting because of who lived there. As far as cosmetics go, like the looks of it looked terrible, but like structurally, it was perfect. And we just had to, do a lot of mudding and everything. But walking through this place for the first time, it didn't scare me in the least compared to some of the other places that I've done where there were actual buckets of feces and this wasn't like that. There was a lot of mouse poop. There was some signs of drug use and you know everything that goes along with that. People not being clean or having bathrooms, and when you're high, you do some weird stuff. So there was some evidence of that, but in the grand scheme of things, it really wasn't that bad. So March was the first time I looked at it, and walking through, I knew, that it needed uh, everything. It needed floors, walls, ceilings, electrical, plumbing. So we decided to. I was still in the middle of another project. I went in on this one with my buddy Joe, and we started to really mess with it in May of 2026. So it's only a 3 month turnaround. Like we did all of this in 3 months. We looked at it, and Joe had obtained the house in March, but actual work didn't begin until May. And it was the first week in May, and we really did a deep dive on tearing up the carpets. It's always the demo first. We got the carpets tore up, and then we had to assess the damage to the walls. And the walls, of course, were they needed mudded and had the typical cracks and everything. And at first, we wanted to bring the floors back because it had hardwood floors underneath the carpeting, and the carpet was obviously disgusting. So we attempted that, but as the project went on, we realized that the floors weren't really savable. They were, but we would have had to have put a lot more work in them than what it was worth. Due to when you walked, there were soft spots, and when we would sand one area, some would lift and some would sink, and so it wasn't consistent. Like it wasn't solid. There were weak spots in the floor that we had to fix. So we just decided to lay flooring and keep the original trim, but we had to run some smaller trim throughout, but we made it look like it was supposed to be. I'm not a big quarter round guy in every room. That just screams, fake floor. But we tried to keep it semi-original, and we kept all of the moldings, and we replaced all the windows. That was not all of them, but we replaced about 85% of the windows, 12, I believe, to be exact, out of 16. And that was very important because a lot of the windows were broken, and you could just feel air coming through. They were old, and so that was a must. Then, of course, just getting the walls all the same color. A lot of painting, the trim painting, closets. The bathroom needed a tub surround, and it was basically cosmetic. You know what I mean? And there was a lot of PEX line had to be added. A lot of plumbing needed to be updated. A gutter along the back of the house was causing water to come in the basement. We solved that. There's so much that went into this that I know I'll forget, but I really started to when it started to come together, and the guys were done with the floors and the walls. That's where I kind of came in and wanted to do the kitchen, part of the kitchen. We debated on what to do with the countertops, and I ended up just building my own countertops, and we had we had a girl come in who has a painting company, and Heather, she did a really good job painting. She painted the upstairs. When you do these projects, sometimes you go through a lot of workers because people are just unreliable these days. And in the construction world, I mean, anybody who does this knows what I mean. To find a good worker, it's very rare and hard to come by. We were very lucky with this project. We went through a couple, but for the most part, we had a great crew. Like our buddy Eric really came through. I found him through my last house, and he came through, and now he's gonna have endless work because he's reliable. The painter we got, she came through, and you know, she's doing a great job. We had to let a couple guys go, but that's gonna happen. I mean, in every project, like some people aren't gonna work out. You have a lot of people that come in and talk a big game. Well, I'll get this done in 3 days, and then 3 weeks later they barely started. It can be frustrating to say the least, but you know that going into it. I don't get as stressed. You know, the only time I get stressed is when we're down to the wire and we're like on the last 3 days, and people are saying, "Oh yeah, it'll be ready for the realtor. It'll be ready to take pictures," and then they don't show up for a full day. That's crazy to me. Some people operate that way. I don't, but some people live their lives that way, and that's kind of why they are in the positions that they're in, and they'll never get ahead. You live and you learn. But it got done, and it got done in 3 months. A few struggles, a few headaches, but for the most part, I'm very impressed by all the work that was done. Met some new people throughout, you know, the project that I'll probably use, you know, as long as they'll work for me. So this 10th Street property is going on the market today. That's why I'm making this video. We're handing it over to a good realtor friend of mine, and she's a powerhouse in the area. So we're going that route instead of trying to sell it ourselves. We could have let it sit on the market, but we just kind of, it's our, I've never actually sold any of the houses that I've done, so I'd rather leave it to a professional to do all the paperwork and all that. And at the end of the day, I don't mind paying a percentage, and I love bringing people that I care about in on the project. And I've known this realtor for 30 years, so it's great to have her sell the house. It's perfect. And networking, we all help each other out, and we all care about each other. So this was a smooth project compared to the last video that you've all witnessed. And I just couldn't be happier with the situation. We're gonna wrap this up, but so this is kind of a montage of a start to finish, you know, compilation of all the footage that I have. A lot more went on than what I have footage of. Yeah, enjoy the footage. Until the next one, stay tuned. We're working on it starting this week. So have a blessed day. Thanks for following along, and get off the couch, man. You only live once. Get out there and do the same thing I am. I'm an idiot, so everybody can do this.